Buenos dias, Raza. Welcome back to, you already know what it is, GC Raza TV, man, and we're about to get it in. But before we do, let me hit you with this one time. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, I'm back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. She's a what? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. She's a torta with some snack habits. Bye. Orale. And as you can tell by that thumbnail right there, in a menudo style in direct fashion, we're going to get straight into it. Same content, little edgier, different stilo, man. Hey, you got to elevate and progress. That's what it is. That's part of the game, right? But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Put the notification bell to all, so that way you're abreast of all the dope content I'm kicking. Now, it's been a month, gente. It's been a month since the rapper Lefty SM de Mexico was shot down, was executed in his own home. Mexico's wild, right? It's different. The wiggle is much different. And I've said it on many occasions, man. That's why I don't speak on certain subjects. I don't speak on cartel business. I don't speak on certain things because they will knock at your fucking door straight up. And that's just the way it is. You have to understand when you're pushing out content for content purposes, it's merely for entertainment and education and knowledge that you can't get in college and things of that nature. But at the same time, in the meantime, in between time, bang, bang, you could get biggity bang banged if you speak on the wrong individuals. Just the way it is. You have to understand and recognize that. Now, Lefty SM was a popular rapper from Mexico. And I really wasn't up to par on his music. I wasn't up on game on him. I have heard his name in the past, but really wasn't clechad up when it came to this guy's popularity and exactly how extensive his popularity was and how many fans he has and how many people are mourning his death. But on September 2nd, this guy was gunned down and executed in his own house in front of his woman and his children. That's a crazy thing to think about. You know, a lot of people are, putting the 10 on the 2 on it, and they're spinning their own narrative with it. And a lot of people, it's a mystery. It's an unsolved murder. Of course, it's a month ago. So people are still trying to figure out exactly why this happened. Well, let me tell you, first and foremost, Mexico, right? In Mexico, if you got it, people are trying to get it. I've been to Juarez. I've been to Mexico, and I can tell you right now, there's a lot of poverty. It's very poverty stricken. You either have it or you don't. There's the haves and the have-nots. And most of the people don't have it. I remember riding the ruta, the little bus, and little kids were out there, little 8, 9-year-old kids, filling up ditches, filling up potholes, asking for change, for the blessing, because that's how bad it is. When you think back to the motherland, you think back as Raza, our people in Mexico, it's a very sad situation what some of them are going through. There's no welfare line to go get in. There's no food stamps being handed out. There's none of that. It's basically survival of the fittest. Like I said, you either got it or you're without it. And a lot of people don't have it. So when your popularity is growing, when you're becoming a rapper, a singer, a recognized actor, anything, whatever the case may be in Mexico, people are going to look to you for some type of encouragement, but there's going to be those bajaderos, those that look at you like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and need every bit of that, right? And they're going to take what you have. This guy's popularity was growing, kind of like Peso Pluma. He just exploded on the scene. And hey, look, first and foremost, I want to say shout out to Mexico. The representamos of Mexico is real. A lot of these youngsters, man, these rappers, these actors, these comedians, these singers that sing corridos, are really exploding. They're really exploding on this. We've already known about Chalino and Vicente and Los Tigres del Norte. Show! We've already known, those of us in the Raza community, about the gente from Mexico, how they get down. But now the world is starting to recognize, the world is starting to get a feeling for what they're exactly producing, man. And that's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent in Mex. There's a lot of fucking people, over there, they're not paisas. Over there, they're Mexicanos. Over here, we call them paisas. Just because they're native to the Mexican land. But at the end of the day, there are people, and there should be recognized as that. For those of you that are Raza, if you're not Raza tapping in, that's good. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow, right? Watch how I roll. It'll all end up right. Now, Lefty SM had millions of views on YouTube. A YouTube sensation, not an overnight sensation, someone who worked hard at his craft and didn't deserve to be killed. Or maybe he did. I don't think anyone deserves that demise, especially in front of their wife and children. But it happened. So on September 2nd, in the city of Zapopan, or I think it's Zapopan, Jalisco. If I'm wrong, correct me, right? I'm just going off the dome with it. two to three masked gunmen went to his home. Upon entry, he was kneeled down and executed in front of his family. Now, of course, a lot of people's theories, because there's a lot of theories, everyone wants to speak their piece, are saying that it was a robbery. They were trying to execute a robbery, and in the midst of this robbery, they decided to take no prisoners. Such is Mexico, man. Usually they leave no eyewitness. Usually everyone's got to go. Familias y todo. I'm surprised that his family wasn't scraped. I'm really, really surprised that the woman and the child was not handled as well, you know, because Mexico's a little bit different. They play by a whole different ball game, different rules. There's no rules and regulations to the situation. If you have it and they're going to go in there and try to get that, they're going to end everybody. It's going to be an ugly situation. So it could have been much worse than it was. But because of the popularity of this individual, Lefty SM, him being a rapper and well-known out of Mex, the fans are mourning. There's people crying in the streets for justice. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story, just a little bit. I've spoke on it before. And I was in Mex, man. And I remember back in the day when I had hair, we used to go get that fade, that once a week fade, you know, the homie, the high fade. And I needed that fade one time. And my homeboy Tits, he needed that fade as well. So deep in the jungles of Juarez, right? We went to El Centro, which is downtown. And we found a little barber shop, man, called the B-Boy Fades. And they got down, homie. These vatos hit you with the razor. It was tight, right? They had pictures of Eminem, Daddy Yankee. And remember Daddy Yankee? You guys don't remember Daddy Yankee? Where they did that vatos hair. So they were pretty popular, man. And they only charged 10 bolas for a haircut. Let's get show. Let's go, right? Beats 25 over here in fucking the United States of America. So anyways, we're going there weekly, getting tapered up, getting faded up. And I see a guy out there laying down. And I remember the first time I see him, the frio, right? The vato was out there. I'm cold, right? And he looked like a homeless individual. I kind of looked at him, was like, damn, man, you know, I wish I could do more for him, but I was on the run. I didn't have a lot of feria, a lot of change. Something was strange, right? So I kind of just looked at him, gave him a little nod, a little smile. That's all you can do. When a person is down, a smile will go a long way. Even a hug, homie, but it's like, yeah, don't go that route. So anyway, I don't want to get bed bugs. Anyways, the vato, the next time we went, he was laying down. The next time we went, he was laying down and it was stinking, right? So I asked the homeboy, hey, what's up with that vato, man? That vato fucking shit his pants or what's up, eh? You know, that vato's gone, eh? That vato's dead. I went over and kicked his little heel. I was like, oh shit. He was stiffer than light as a feather and stiff as a board, right? I said, oh, hell no, right? For several weeks after that, we would walk over that body. We would pass by, man, and no one said nothing. No one did anything. That shows you the viciousness of Mexico, and people are minding their own. They don't care, homie. It's normal. The normality of a body in the middle of the street, it's real. Eventually, we went one day and he was gone. Maybe someone got tired of the smell, but it took that, you know, to get him up off the calle. Now with Lefty SM, and that guy had no popularity. I'm just trying to show you and visual so you can visualize just how different it is from there to the United States. Over here, everyone, oh shit! So did you fucking see that, eh? I mean, I'm a gang membership, but fuck, eh? Vatos stiff, homie. Right? Vatos will be tripping. Over there, they're like, shit, pues, despensa latina. You know what I mean? Hey, yo quiero 2 tacos de carne asada con cebolla y todo. Crema, sí. Right? That's that. They don't give a fuck. Period. So, Lefty SM on September 2nd, which is almost it's over a month ago, was killed. And you ask yourself, well, why am I even doing a video on him? And it's the popular thing to do. You know, will they ever find his killers or the motive behind the method of madness? Probably not. There's so many unsolved murders here. Imagine over there in Mexico. There's people that come up missing and they don't even report them. Just what the fuck's bulls anyways? Fuck them, right? They don't even care. I think this guy is only getting the attention he's getting because of his popularity, because of who he was. You know, he was a rapper who blew up on the scene, was actually the first Mexican rapper to really be popularized because he was in a very big box office, or he was on the soundtrack of a very big box office movie, Wakanda Forever. You know, that's a hard thing to do, man, to be recognized for your talents and your merits and to actually get on a soundtrack and be popularized by Hollywood. But he did that. You know, the struggle was real. He did collabs with Snoop Dogg and several other rappers. So this guy wasn't new to this. He was true to this. He was someone that had been working on his craft, perfecting it, and working hard in the game, and was a very recognized rapper. You know, when it comes to the Latino community, the raza, we don't get recognized that much for our talents, humps. That's why people like myself and people like American Cholo and Dubs and other people are trying to open up doors, are trying to popularize our people. Basically, not to undercut our people or disrespect or put a stigma or a bad taste in your mouth about the raza, but to show you that the raza is also talented, that we have a lot to give to the communities. We have a lot to give to the people, not only gangbanging and lowriders. I said we do a lot more than that. We're very intellectual. We're very, we're thought-provoking type people. We can sit down and have a great conversation with anyone, even the Woods, brother. It's not only the Africano brothers that are doing it, the blacks, but it's also Mexicans that are also got their foot in the door and are trying to make things possible for everyone in the gente behind us. That's facts. Lefty SM was the same way. He would put his people on. He basically showed pride in the state and the country of Mexico. Every time he did a fucking a concert or performance, whether it was small or big, most of them big because of his popularity, this vato had the Mexican flag displayed. He was proud of his heritage, proud of where he came from, proud of his country. That's like people over here with fucking the United States flag, eh? You know what I mean? We are the world. We are the children. Yeah, we are. Sabes que they are in Mexico too as well. And he was definitely putting it on blast, almost letting everyone know. Now, when it comes to Mexico, there's a lot of underlying things when it comes to crime. Automatically, everybody always wants to point the finger at cartels or assume there was drugs behind it or, there was because they want to put that bad image on any Mexicano, even a Mexicano that's killed. They want to make it like, well, he was involved in the dope game. He got what he got coming. Or he was out there fucking, talking shit or whatever. They want to make a vato look bad rather than it be just, something as simple as maybe he fucking pinched someone's ass on the way into a concert. Or, maybe he was involved. There's been so many theories. A lot of people, it's been boiled down to a lot of people think that this was a robbery gone bad. And literally, I'm trying to tell you, it's not even gone bad. That's just a plain straight up robbery. They go in there, they're going to go ahead and need that. Bye-bye. There's not going to be no retaliation where you're from because at the end of the day, that's not how they play in Mex. In Mex, it's the cat got to go, the bed bugs, the roaches, everyone. They'll fucking stomp every roach on their way out. So I ain't leaving no way. Second, no witnesses, right? They're out. He was executed. The cold part of the situation is his own wife, has given plenty of interviews, have spoken through his, people that talk for him. And she believes this was targeted. She believes there was more to it rather than just a simple robbery. He was targeted for maybe things he said or for him being as popular as he was. And it's a hate game. The world we live in is a hate game, man. If you got it, people will hate you because you got it. If you don't got it, they're going to hate the fact that you're not working hard enough to get it. It's a constant division, hate, he said, she said type world, picking and choosing, selective thinking. There's all these different things that go into the way of the world now that we live in. I go through some of the same motions. A lot of people around me go through the same thing where we're hated on but slightly faded on just for the fact that I'm on YouTube or that I'm speaking on what I speak about or that I'm funny, ese. You know what I mean? Vatos don't like me. Or that I'm from up north and I say the word ese. Or that I show the sureños a lot of respect and love. Or that I show the perro chatos, the bulldogs love. Or that I show the young norteños that are striving love. There's always going to be someone that has their fucking toenails stuck in between their buck teeth talking about me, disrespecting me for the fact that they don't like the propaganda they say that I'm speaking on or the lies I'm telling. But at the end of the day, I could identify with people popularity getting eradicated for the simple fact that they're popular. Now, Lefty SM was definitely that, and again, we lose another Latino rapper, another younger rapper coming up in the game, another vato that was just trying to make a way for his familia and for his gente. He was putting on for the country of Mexico. You got Peso Pluma putting on for the country of Mexico. You got Grupo Firme and of course fucking all these other individuals, these youngsters that are coming up and it's exploding. It's starting to become mainstream and worldwide. Whereas back in our days, Chalino was Chalino, homes, and we knew, and yeah, some of them they knew who Chalino is, but they didn't really know. We did though, right? As Latinos, as a raza, we knew. But now, it's very popularized where Mexico is taking, I guess they're catching on, so that's good, but we already knew. Is now starting to be where you got the white girls going, they're feeling it, right? They want some Mexicano in their life. You know what I mean? They call me Pancho Rodriguez. Why do they call you Pancho Rodriguez? Well, I heard about the name Pancho, had a big old pipa, and his last name was Rodriguez. That's me, right? Pancho Rodriguez. So, it's not a laughing matter though. I make light and I do comedy at the same time in my stories, but the fact remains that we have a family that are grieving. only a month long. There's been rallies and people hit the streets in thousands, in Guadalajara, to show, a vigil for this guy, to show their love and respect, chanting words like lefty, lefty, you'll live forever. And of course, his legacy will live forever for his children and for his old lady. God bless their souls and the facts that they're still remain, because that right there shows me something. I'm not no fucking Inspector Gadget, but one thing I can tell you is I can do my proper investigation into things. And I will say that him being executed and his family not being touched shows me that these characters that did this, Holmes, targeted him. There was a reason for it. It seemed a little bit more personal, maybe business, not personal. I don't know. It seemed like he was the one that they were after. I don't know if money was exchanged, if money was involved. Usually when you're that popular and you're having that much money, because I believe he was, when you're doing a fucking soundtrack for Wakanda Forever, Sasuke, you're going to have bread forever. Shout out to Mozzie, man. He hit the first Black Panther soundtrack. He did that for the brothers, man. No doubt. Sacramento, stand up. You got one. Now, Mexico don't got much, man. But what they do have is a mentality. And it's a cold mentality. For anyone who's ever been there, you feel the aura. You feel the presence of death, man. You feel it all around you. Maybe it was just me. Maybe because I wasn't used to it. Maybe the people that live there, it's normal to them. Maybe they're like, ¿sabes qué? Fuck you. Hey, mira, este fucking pinche chicano. Death, right? It's normal. Es que my cousin got killed last week, and the week before that, my prima, and the week before that, fucking her prima. Show, right? But for me, I was like, I felt it. I felt different. I remember telling the homeboy right before we left, I was like, damn, we got to jam, Holmes. He's like, you feel that? I said, well, yeah, what is it? Okay, is it the coke or what? No, he was like, nah, hey, it's fucking, you feel the presence of it, huh? And I've told stories on how people, came up short, and it just was crazy. You feel it, okay? It's a sensation. It's hard to describe. It's like the aura of Wes Watson. You don't see it at all, but you feel it, right? You feel it. And you got to get the fuck on, or you're going to be the next one on the concrete, stiff, light as a feather, stiff as a board, Bloody Mary shit. So, this guy, Lefty SM, he's gone. Of course, according to the authorities out there, they're going to investigate his murder. Will it be solved? Probably not. I'm going to be real with you guys. When something happens in Mexico, it's probably going to go unsolved. I mean, because of how popular he is and how many fans adore him and liked him. And I listened to his music yesterday. Someone mentioned it in my live. I did a live. Hey, what about the rapper Lefty SM? I said, I don't even know who the fuck that vato is. They're like, he died. I was like, damn, pensa la tira, right? And they were like, hey, listen to his music. So I did last night. And that's why I wanted to bring you this spill, because, it's another young Latino gone. Another vato. And they're going to say, oh, he wasn't that young. Well, whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Fuck it. He wasn't as old as Marvin Gaye or Roger Troutman. Now, will it be solved? Was there something more to it? Something more behind it? I don't know. I guess as the weeks go on, we'll find out a lot more things, a lot more theories, right? I don't know what that vato was into. I think he was part of Santa Fe Clan, but he was a very well-known rapper, and he's gone. He's gone, and such is the state of Mexico. Such as going to the country and thinking, everything is crimson and clover. It's not over there, man. Death is normal. It's like the tortillas that I just ate. I normally do that. That's how death is over there. It's like eating a tortilla, Holmes. You know what I mean? Some days you have them, some days you don't. It's crazy. But he's a rapper that will forever be memorialized by the gente that support him, and also by the legacy that he leaves for his children. Now, let me tell you this. One thing about Latinos, one thing about raza, man, we love ours. Salina, to this day. Fuck, you go to Texas, Salinas. I did it for Salinas, right? Richie Valens, órale, La Bamba, right? Anything Mexicano that we lose, anything Latino that we lose, we keep that legacy going. We keep that name pumping. So let's keep that name going for Lefty SM, a rapper from Mexico that was killed. It's going to be a mystery, and it's probably going to remain a mystery. And it's for you to interpret what you want to take out of it. But yeah, he was killed at his house in front of his wife and children, and that's an ugly look. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose, get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the struggle, to strive, to struggle. It's up to us as raza, as human beings, man, to act right, to love one another, to show each other the way rather than lead people astray. that's just what it's going to be like, you know. I hope you guys enjoy GC Raza TV. Just a little different twist on Gunners Collective. Gunners Collective is bye-bye, right? I had to get rid of the name. There were some legal things going on there. But I chose to keep, you know, the legacy going right here, and we're going to stay rocking. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle and struggle and strive for what I honestly and truly believe in. And that's my raza. You know what it is. Bang, bang.